It's a case that shocked Orange County more than 6 years ago.
Now the man accused of stabbing a teenager to death has taken the stand in his own defense. Prosecutors say 19-year-old Blaze Bernstein was brutally murdered in a hate-filled attack because he was gay. But the attorney for defendant Samuel Woodward is painting a different picture in court. Eyewitness News reporter David Gonzalez joins us live from the courthouse in Santa Ana. David.
Giovanna and Mark, today is day 26 of this murder trial, and the long-awaited testimony of the accused killer, Samuel Woodward, finally got underway. It all started around 2:15 this afternoon in front of Blaze Bernstein's family. For the very first time, the accused killer of 19-year-old Blaze Bernstein is speaking out. 2 months after the start of his murder trial, 26-year-old Samuel Woodward was called up to testify by his defense attorney, Ken Morrison. Before sitting on the witness stand, Judge Kimberly Menninger gave Woodward the option to sit on the stand unshackled with 2 officers seated next to him. He chose to have his legs shackled and arms free, but with 1 officer next to him. During his testimony, Woodward's long hair covered most of his face. So far, Woodward's testimony has mostly focused on his relationship with his parents and his older brother, Clay. He says he absolutely loves his family. Woodward says he would often fight with his brother Clay, but said he wasn't the aggressor. Since his arrest, Woodward says his brother has visited him in jail as recently as this year, and the relationship has improved. Woodward also testified learning he had been diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. He said he had many emotions about the diagnosis, but mostly didn't care. Right now, Woodward hasn't answered any questions about Bernstein or what led to his death. Woodward is charged with stabbing his former classmate 28 times in January 2018 because he was gay, and then burying his body in a shallow grave at a Lake Forest park. Bernstein was home from the University of Pennsylvania visiting his parents. Prosecutors say Bernstein's murder was a hate crime. The defense says evidence will show Woodward did kill Bernstein, but it was not because he was gay. They say Woodward suffered from mental health issues and his own sexuality. Experts say this trial is very complex.
They're alleging it's a hate crime. They're bringing in a lot more motive evidence that you would not otherwise see in most murder cases. They're alleging that this crime was committed because the victim was gay and Jewish. And because of that, they're going to bring in a lot of witnesses to talk about the defendant's background and his hatred and animus towards those people in those groups. And the defense also is planning on calling witnesses to contradict that. So you're adding a whole nother layer of witnesses that you might not hear from in a traditional murder trial.
Woodward faces sentencing enhancements for hate crime and personal use of a deadly weapon. Experts say it's rare for defendants to testify in their own trials. If convicted, Woodward faces up to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And the judge has sent the jury home for the day. Woodward is expected to continue testifying on Monday, and this whole trial could wrap up as soon as the end of this month. Reporting live in Santa Ana, David Gonzalez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC 7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.